Jeffrey?
Dude, I love this neighborhood, man.
It's Costa Mesa. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,200 square foot house, and the guy's asking $850.
$850?
Yeah, it's like super low. So let's just make sure we look at everything because it seems too good to be true.
Did he tell you what was wrong with the house?
No. It looks fine to me. I mean, the outside looks good, the roof looks good, the concrete looks good.
It looks really good. There's even grass.
Okay, let's go. So you walk into a wall. I'm assuming bedroom number 1.
Isn't it kind of weird that you walk straight into a bedroom? Don't you think this used to be part of the living room or something?
Oh,
so it was like their movie room.
Oh, this is like the movie room.
What's that?
Crack there. But did you see this corner over here?
I mean, I see settling cracks. It doesn't look that bad, though. This house is in Costa Mesa, and the comps are like super high, 1.2, 1.3. So if we do buy the house...
We can spend some money here.
We can spend some money.
Uh-oh. More
so
cracks.
it's the same wall, though.
Oh, same corner. It's looking worse, though, on this side, dude.
Wait, hang on. Come back here. Turn around and walk.
Uh-oh.
Right there.
Yeah,
What?
there's a hump.
Are you thinking settling cracks, or are you thinking foundation problems?
I'm thinking once we undo this carpet, you're going to find some sort of foundation problem.
Well, I mean, I guess it is $850.
It's a big space. It's just not utilized correctly at all. Like, this is your whole kitchen. This is very small.
It is a small kitchen.
Well, I mean, if we remove the fireplace, maybe we can move this wall over this way. We can just, I don't know, pop in a huge island. And we have a bathroom.
It actually looks like it's been kind of remodeled somewhat recently. Bedroom number 2.
Whoa.
Feel that?
Step on that right there, Christina.
Oh, whoa.
That is really bad.
Oh, we know why he's asking.
What does this
$850
mean
is
right
probably
here?
not even a good deal anymore.
Why is there a hole? Bedroom number 3, more cracks. So every room has cracks.
Now we know it's not just the back half of the house. I'm seeing you guys are getting a lot bigger issue than what you'd anticipated.
I mean, if you were to ask me years ago, I'd be like, oh, this is probably like 10 grand to fix. But based on what we've been paying lately, it's probably gonna be like 50, 60 grand.
At least 50.
All right, let's keep looking.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought you said it was a 4-bedroom.
It is a 4-bedroom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's got to be an addition here.
Your addition's right here.
Yeah.
Look at that step up.
So this is our addition. Okay, this is the primary.
So there was only 1 bathroom before they added this on? That seems strange. That's a big shower, but it all needs to go.
Yeah, figure on $8,000 in here.
Well, good news is this is a really big bedroom.
The bad news is
Bad news is the house is falling over.
we have a good-sized yard.
So what's a trip is the only cracks I see are right at the footing, and inside you're seeing them from the windows up. I don't see it in the stucco outside, though.
A house with foundation problems this bad is considered uninhabitable, and banks won't finance it. Unfortunately, the seller wouldn't go for an offer of $725, but agreed to $740. We decided that opening up the floor plan is a must, but first, we have to figure out how much the foundation problem is gonna cost. Jeez, look at that.
I had the foundation company out to give you guys a price. We thought somewhere around 50. It's more than 50, and you can see why.
Well, how much more?
It came in at 92 grand.
What?
Now, let me ask you a question. If we got a second, third, fourth opinion, do you think the price is gonna change?
Not by much, dude.
Good thing we got a price decrease.
Last time we dealt with foundation, it took us like 3 months.
It's gonna be about the same. It's the approval process. That's gonna take you guys months.
Let's fix the foundation, we'll do the demo, and then we'll figure out the layout.
All right, done and done.
Later.
It seems like that foundation took forever.
It did take forever. Oh, this came out great. Look how open this is now.
It looks so much different without that giant
The
chimney.
house feels twice the size.
We just open it all up, and I want you to tell me what you want to do with it.
Okay, so I was thinking we go with like a mid-century modern design. I was thinking this flat panel on the perimeter, and then this as the island, like lighter flooring and then a lighter backsplash.
Yeah, I like it. Are we talking about just doing cabinets on this side of the kitchen, or are we planning on doing a super kitchen?
We haven't talked about it.
I think super kitchen.
You mean all the way from that wall there down to that wall there?
I mean, you have a better idea for the space?
Okay, well, I love that. So right now, in the budget is only this, and now we're talking about doubling it, and these cabinets aren't cheap.
Oh, these are upgraded cabinets.
Yeah.
What do you think, like an 8-foot, 10-foot island?
If you guys want to go over 9 feet, then we need a full slab.
Let's do a 9-foot island.
I'm thinking bigger.
What do you mean bigger? 9 feet's huge.
I'm thinking 12.
What? A 9-foot island is this?
Show me. Wait, what are you measuring?
That's 9 feet from me to you.
That's too small.
All right, I mean, let's try it. I guess we can do 12 feet.
If you guys are taking this kitchen and doubling it, I'm talking another $8,000 to make the kitchen larger, $2,000 or so, and upgrading the cabinets. And here, I really think we're gonna have to go with a full slab. So another $2,500 on the slab.
All right, I mean, we better knock this thing out of the park.
Well, we will.
All right, you guys, the bathroom?
Okay, the biggest problem we're having in here is space.
So let's definitely try to figure out a way that we can get a double vanity.
Hey, is this, 1 second. This is a closet, so check this out. Why don't we just 86 this right here, cut it straight across here, and just make this the entry to the bedroom, have a wall right here, bathroom door, walk into the bathroom, toilet there, double vanity, full-size shower.
That works.
How much do you think that'll run?
$3,500 with running the plumbing, framing, and drywall.
Okay, I have one more idea then.
Okay.
Hall bathroom, follow me real quick. Right now we have 3 bedrooms sharing this 1 bathroom, and we have shower, toilet, single vanity. So on the back side of this wall right here, we have our furnace. Can we take the furnace, put it in the attic, and we can expand the bathroom over to here, and that way we can fit a double vanity?
Yeah, we could do that.
What do you think that'll cost?
Probably $1,500.
That's not too bad to extend it and have double vanity.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
Jeff,
What's up, you guys?
what happened to the house?
The entire back of the house, we had to rip all of the stucco off.
Why do we have to do this?
This is a shear wall. The city is making us come put plywood up, keeps everything from falling sideways.
Wow.
So because I'm touching all this stuff, now I have to bring it up to today's code.
How much is this gonna cost?
For all the plywood, another $3,000.
How about the stucco?
$3,000 also.
Hate spending money on things you don't see.
Well, I hate to say this right now after spending all that, but now that I see this all wide open like this, imagine how nice it would look to do a set of bifold doors. That provides the indoor-outdoor living. That's a huge selling feature in this area.
That's about a 10-foot opening. It's about $1,000 a foot.
If we were in like Anaheim, Garden Grove, I'd say no, but we are in Costa Mesa, and I feel like we could get a return.
It's gonna pay off.
Well, better pay off. We're rebuilding this house at this point. Wow, this bathroom looks good.
It's huge, huh?
Oh my gosh, it's like twice the size. So what are you thinking?
So this would be all the shower walls, and then we'd wrap the tile on the face and then run this tile all along the back wall too.
Okay.
This would be the flooring, shower pan, cabinets, counter.
Okay, I like that.
All right, well, I'm glad you like this one. There's a little issue. To do the tile behind the vanities, that wasn't in budget, so extra $1,400.
1,400, all right. It looked nice.
We have this amazing backsplash, right?
Okay.
Tarek loved it. I'd love to add floating shelves, 2 rows
Okay.
on the corner, and then also on these 2 corners, and then carry this beautiful backsplash all the way up, all the way around this beautiful window, and around that window over there. How much do you think it's gonna be to do all those things?
Let's call it 1,000.
100%, we have to do it.
So we have a decent-sized backyard. It has to be nice, especially in this price point in Costa Mesa.
What I was thinking is, you know how they do that scored concrete that has the grass in between? So we can create diamonds that go from this side of the house to that side of the house. How much would that be?
About $6,000.
$6,000. So if we do that, I'd really, really want to do like a fire pit right here.
If you guys want to do a propane fire pit, you'd be looking at $1,500.
Okay.
And then what would be really nice is like a really cool water feature in the corner.
And then over here, could we do a lot of like drought-tolerant landscaping going all the way to the back, Jeff?
Yeah, we sure can. You've got another $2,000 to $3,000 in the water feature, and then you've got a couple $1,000s in your irrigation and plants and whatnot. So you guys are looking about $12,500 for the entire backyard.
I think in this area, every single inch counts and it's all gonna pay off.
All right, let's make it fancy.
Right on.
Look at the size of this kitchen.
Looks good, huh?
Island, right? You like all the backsplash?
Yeah.
So I'll start going the rest of the way up.
What do you mean the rest of the way up? Why are you going so high? You should cut it off right here.
You told me it's gonna be okay.
What?
I decided to carry the backsplash around the windows.
How much?
Very pretty.
How much?
Everything all in, you're looking at $1,000.
I thought it was gonna be worse. All right, it's fine. It's gonna look good. It's looking cute.
Love the paint color.
The siding came out great. The planter beds look good. It has great curb appeal now. What a difference when you walk in. You can actually see the house.
So much better, extending the family room into what was once like a media room.
Look at the size of this island.
Aren't you glad we took out that massive fireplace that was right here?
Oh, it was the biggest fireplace ever. I love the solid cabinets on top. I like the textured cabinets on the bottom. No, it looks good.
It feels very mid-century modern. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Let's go look at the backyard. I feel like we're in a private garden. You have the water fountain going, we have the fire pit, we have bifold doors, we have custom concrete.
It looks a million times better. Bathroom number 1. Looks really nice. I like the fact that we did the black accents. The black hardware looks great. Bedroom number 1.
Yep.
Cute room. If someone only needs 3 bedrooms, you can tell that it's a nice size office.
Yeah.
Bedroom number 3. This is actually the biggest bedroom before the primary. This one's a really nice size.
So this is a primary. How did it come out? Oh, it came out great. It's a really big bedroom.
It's huge. I like to step up. It makes it feel grand. And I love that it has the view to the really, really pretty backyard. This bathroom looks incredible.
Hey, this came out really, really cool, actually. Look at this. Okay.
This huge shower. Remember there was that window here?
Yeah, you saw those like weird glass blocks. You could see to the outside. Came out great.
It's a perfect house. What are we gonna list it for?
This house took longer than we thought. It was more expensive than we thought. So we bought the house for $740,000, and we spend right around $303,000.
$303,000.
When we go to sell the house, we're gonna have $60,000 in closing costs and commission, which gives us a break even of $1,103,000. So here's where it gets interesting. A comp just sold, exact model match to our house, but it still has the big fireplace and it doesn't have the addition of the bedroom on the back.
Okay.
Okay, that one just sold $1,540,000.
So 1.5 million and it had a closed off floor plan?
Yeah. I say we just like swing for the fences and list $1,699,000.
1.7 million.
I mean, if we sold for full price, you're talking about a $600,000 profit.
Market could change before we know it, so might as well keep trying to make these big profits. All right, well, keep me posted.
We've been on the market for about 2 weeks now, and although we have a ton of interest, we don't have any offers. If we sell at the list price of $1,699,000, we're gonna make a profit of almost $596,000. Time to find another house to flip.